Okay, so in the previous classes, what we discussed about that, we are discussed about the P2P cycle, right? Entire P2P cycle. Okay, so if you remember that, we discussed about P2P cycle, but from P2P point of view, we covered some points as well. What is the what we covered? One is planned delivery cost, right? And unplanned delivery cost, right? So this is the one along with the P2P cycle we covered planned delivery cost, unplanned delivery cost, and moreover we covered three-way matching, right? So three-way matching is nothing but like when the system will block the invoice, correct? Okay. So I will just show you that. Okay. Uh, so we also discussed about how to release the invoice, right? How to release the invoice, right? Okay, so if you remember that, so there is a price variance also it is there, and quantity variance also it is there. Okay, so either it may be price variance or it is a quantity variance. Okay, the system will be block the invoice. When it will be blocked? Okay, if you did the configuration, okay, which is like tolerance setup, okay, at price level and at quantity level. Okay, so there is a two price variance indicators, price variance keys are there. Okay, so tolerance keys we called tolerance keys. Okay, so price tolerance key and quantity tolerance key. So there you have to be set up like how much you can allow, till how much you can allow. If suppose it is 5% or it may be 5 rupees. Okay, so how much you can allow in the tolerance keys, so that you can fix it, right? Okay, so based on this configuration, okay, the system will check that whether it should be blocked or it should not be blocked. Okay, again, it is also based on the GR basis IV. Okay, now I will show you one thing here. Okay, so if you can see here, okay, this is a number assignment for the accounting and logistic invoice. Okay, that we'll discuss, and here again how to post the unplanned delivery cost. Okay, at company code level. Okay, so whether it is a differential account or is a distributed to invoice planned cost. So how you want to be post that also it will be there in here. Okay, and I will show you one more thing which I need to show you that. Okay, invoice block. Okay, so here we will be setting that tolerance limit here. 1 minute. Okay, so here our company code level, okay, we'll be checking the tolerance key. So we have standard tolerance keys. So what are the tolerance keys are there? So PP is the price variance. So let's go to that. Have company code 1000 and PP. Let's go to PP. Okay. So this is a price variance. So here I just given that lower limit and upper limit. Okay. So either it is 5% check limit. If you didn't select this, don't check, then it won't be checked. If you selected this, check limit. Okay, upper limit check. Okay, and the lower limit. Okay, so absolutely how much it is like or percentage wise you can check this. Okay, so based on this configuration, the system will check that if it is a if you suppose I'm just mentioning that. Okay, I'll just putting like percentage, like 10%. Okay, let's save this one. Okay, and I will go to process one PO. or we have already one PO, right? We'll do GR. If you remember that we did only partial, fully we didn't done, right? So let's try with that. What is the PO? Okay, let's try this one. Okay, this is okay. Okay, now so as per this price 500. Okay, so if I go to PO, so for 500 it will be like how much it is. Let's say it is 500. 500 is this one. 4 times 400 and this one. So now I will go to MIRO. Will perform the invoice. Okay. So I will post PO number, which is this is the PO number. Okay. Now I just we have to process two because there is a multiple postings happen. Okay, which is older one and this new one. Okay, so I will be go with to okay, it's okay, no problem, and I will go with the tax code also 10. So this is the total amount actually. It is referring that this total amount. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just put like okay something like for something like if it is how much it is the price. Okay, I'll just put like this one. Okay, this is also I'll just change like now, and again I need to be price enter the amount enter. Okay, so even if I entered more data, even if I entered a more value, okay, system, okay, it is giving that okay invoice still have the message or something which is there. That is a currency type. It is something which is different coming. Okay, so what is like tax for VA is not does not exist. Okay, I will just to change the N1 here. Okay, so I'll just put that VA here. Okay, again there is some other value which is coming. Tax for VA does not exist. Okay, so is it something which is tax code is not available or tax code is not available? Okay, I will try again. I will post again. Marrow. Okay, I will do. Okay, now this is tax code. I'll just put the VA tax code. And also we will put a VA tax code. Then I will put something 5. And I'll put something which is 5. Okay. Then I will calculate the tax code and I will just copy this one. Okay. Now, now see here, it is okay. The system still it is accepting this to post this one. Okay. So why it is accepting? Because it is not as per the my tolerance. It will be accepting 10% also. Okay. If suppose I'm just putting this one as 10. Okay. Okay, then let me see how it will work. See this. Okay, so it is showing that price is too high. That means it will be go to blocked invoice. So if you want to be stop here itself, okay, what you can do, you can go to here and you can check that message number here. Okay, M8083. So in this case, what you can do, you can go to configuration. Okay, and you can select that messages. Okay, define attributes of messages. Okay, here you can what you can do. So it is M8 area. Okay, this is also M8 area and 083. Okay, so we need to see that 083 are there. Okay, if it is not there, you can put that 083 and error message. Okay, so standard it is warning, but we can change to error message. Okay, now let me try again with the same scenario how it will works. Okay, so I'll just put the same thing. Yeah, I'll just change this one to 9. Okay, and I will be change the tax code first. Okay, then tax code, then the value will be this much of a more. Okay, so now if you see that this is error message. Okay, now you cannot post this one. Okay, so if the client is asking that I don't want to be post anything which is more than 10%, it should be restricted. Okay, because this is a tolerance limit which we are put it like 10%, then you can change this one to error to warning. Okay, standard behavior is warning, but why it is warning? Because it is posting, but it is blocking for the payment. So the payment is not processing. So someone have to be approved manually to recheck that. Okay. In case if you want to be restricted here itself, you can change to error to warning to error. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the one kind of the scenario. Okay, which is how we can restrict that. Okay. So the next time onwards, if I didn't change this one, if it is I just put like error message, then what will be happen? The next time whenever it is getting, it will give same error. Okay, it won't be accepted if it is high value. Clear?
Sir, if it is gives a warning message, means
Mhm.
it will directly go to block list, or
Yeah, it will go to block now.
after that
Yesterday,
we have
yesterday,
to release that.
yeah. So yesterday I have shown right MR item. We have the
Yeah,
transaction
yes,
code. So there you have to go and you need to be checked that okay. If it is okay, I can proceed for it. Okay, then you can post it. Okay, so if suppose I'm doing the same thing here now, so I just changed the warning here. Okay, I'm just changing this one under here. I'm just putting the value. Okay, now it's warning message, right? So it is just warning message. So I can go to simulate and I can check that. Okay, I will post this one. Okay, now it's going to block for payment. Okay, so this I cannot see in the payment list because if I go to okay, if I go to FL 10N, okay, okay, FL what is the transaction code for
Sir, to release block invoice means
no no no
number BR.
no, I know that I'm checking that FL 04N. I'll go to part. I forgot that. So I just want to show you in the accounting level how we can see that accounting level. Account payables. Okay. This is a right question. This is not this one. Okay. So here they are posting outgoing posting. So I can see that the I can see that what I can see report I can see. So I want to see the report. There is a one transaction code. We can see that vendor open items. Okay, so vendor open items will be like FL0, FL0, 1N or something. Yes. These are all okay. Okay, it's not showing here. I'll show you tomorrow somewhere. Yes, sir, there is a open items will be there. We can see that open items of the vendor open items. Okay, so there it will not display this too. So because it is due, but it will not display in the vendor list, so the accounting list, because it is blocker for payment. So the payment it is not released. So if you want to be released this one, okay, so then what you have to do, MR item you have to go. Okay, so in MR item you can enter that. Sorry, not MR item, MRBR. Okay, you have to go and release the block. So yesterday I have shown, right? So if it is blocked, what is the region and where we can see here. So the difference, how much it is there, that everything we can see in the here. So if they are okay, then we can set and release. Okay, if you don't want, then we can reverse this one. So how we can reverse? Then MR item you can do. MR item is the reversal cancellation the document. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
VL03N. Yes, sir, not this one. Well, something about somewhere something which is the transaction I forgot that. Okay, the accounting level we have, we can see that what are the open entries are there. Here display balances. Okay, this is different, but this is not written in. Okay, so what is the vendor here? 1002. Okay, it will display here the open when it is open and close. Will show you it is a vendor balance here. But detail, if again you want to be detailed, then there is a one more transaction code also it is there. Okay, this is one I think. Yeah, PL1 and okay. So here you can enter that your vendor number and you can see that. Okay, what are the open items are there? What are the clear items? What are the open items are there? So you can see here. Okay, the document and that is we need to be post here. We need to pay this amount. Okay, so this is still open. It's not cleared. Okay, clear? Is it clear? So you can see here following documents here F51000015. Okay, the 51000015 2023 here. Okay, so according documents you can see here. Clear?
Okay, sir.
And if anything due is there, it will display here. Okay, this is not due. So you can see here from a payment level, it is still not due. Okay, so why it is not due? Because in the here you can see that in the payment the baseline date is 14th. Okay, so based on baseline date is like how the payment terms based on the payment types. Okay, the system we can pay within 14 days. Okay, and within 30 days or within 45 days. So based on the system will be calculated. Okay, so till 45 days it's okay. So if it's not due. Okay, so after 45 days again you need to be pay on 45 days you have to pay the amount. Clear? Did you
Okay,
understand
sir.
this one? Do you want how it will be like? Is it clear?
Yes,
It is
sir.
payment terms, right?
Yeah,
So I have one more
sir.
question.
Yeah, please.
Maybe it might not fall under MM, but
Uh-huh.
see, if I'm not mistaken,
Uh-huh.
if you pay the amount under 14 days, then you will get 2% discount. If you
Correct.
pay the amount within 30 days, then you get 1.5% discount.
Correct.
So my question is this discount get adjusted automatically?
Yeah, it will be adjusted in the payment level. When you processing the payment, the system will check that this payment terms and it will adjust that.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, and even in the PO level also, okay, I will show you one thing here. Here also it will show you 2% cash. The maximum discount,
Yes.
how much we can get cash discount at that it will show you. So if you paid within the 14 days, you will get discount like 1,80,000. So in PO also
Okay.
you can distribute. So this
But
SKTO it will be work based on the payment terms.
but in MM as well, this is a statistical condition, right? It does not affect any accounting.
No, it is just information. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it won't be impact on anything. It will just give you the information. If you will also get the cash discount. Okay, when if you paid that amount within a 14 days or 30 days or something, which based on that it will get. So the maximum
Okay.
discount, how much it will come, that it will display here. But so even system don't know when you are paying, right? So when you're processing the payment, there only it will be reflected.
Okay.
Okay, clear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Can you go to the tolerance configuration just
okay,
for a
sure.
moment?
Yes, sure. So all invoice related, all it will be start like M8. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what you need tolerances. Okay. I'll go to invoice block and tolerance. Okay. Okay. So 1,000. Okay.
Okay. So what is absolute and what is like percentage? Could you please
Absolute means you can give the value, exactly value. Okay. The first preference it will be take absolute. Okay. In case absolute it is not there, then it will be take percentage.
okay, okay, okay,
Okay, that's why if you see that yesterday it will be taking 5 rupees, but if you I just deactivated this one, I don't want to check this one absolute, I just want to check the percentage. Clear?
okay, okay.
Okay, so this, and we have one more which is like from the MM point of view, there is a VP or something which is there. I'll show you. Okay, so 1,000 and VP. Okay, so your price variance it is there. If it is a there is a large price variance is in the moving average, then it will be show you again that is a it will come to the block. Okay, so that is one. So PPVP is the main important, and one more which is there, that is the I'll show you what is that this one quantity variance DQ.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, these are the important. Okay. So here it is the common for invoices. So there are the other process like direct postings that also it will be displayed here. But the majorly we are using VP, PP, and DQ. That is the majorly we are using.
Okay. I have one more question.
Yeah,
We maintain the tolerance limit in the, this is we are maintaining at company code
company
level.
code level. Yeah,
Yeah. We also maintain it in the purchase info record as well.
yeah. That is a different.
So,
That is a purchasing value. Okay. I'll show you. That is purchasing value. Okay, that is different again. Okay, I'll show you in the purchasing. In the purchasing value key. There will be a purchasing value key here. Okay, this is a purchasing value queue. Okay, here
mhm.
also you can create a one purchasing value, and this you can mention the tolerance, under tolerance and over tolerance for the material.
So this will be effective for the GR and the
It
tolerance
will be
limit that we have set at the company code level will be effective for the Myro.
Myro, correct, exactly. So this is the this control. It is for the GR. Okay, in PO it will be reflect, and from the PO it will be reflected to GR. The GR when it is there, they will be over and under deliverance. If you selected unlimited, then you can even if you order 100 pieces, you can receive 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Also you can receive.
Okay,
Okay,
got it.
so there is one, and there is some other invoices related. Also it is there. One is I'll just to show you double invoice check. Okay, double invoice check is nothing but like a suppose I already created same PO and GR it is completed, but again I'm just created one more one invoice is completed, but mistakenly my colleague he created one more time. Okay.
Okay.
So what will be happen in that case? Okay. So you must be have the validation, right? Because if you're posting n number of times and okay, with the same value, same entries, okay, then it is wrong, right? So there will be a double
Got it.
invoice check also. Okay. So that double invoice check also will be work. Okay. So these are payment blocks. Okay, which I said, right? The block for payment and everything. And there will be one which is there. Double invoice check. I'll tell you where it is invoice check. Must be here. Okay, I'll just close this one. It might be in the outside. No, there must be somewhere it is there. Okay, here it is not. Okay, it may be double duplicate invoice. It will be like duplicate or double invoice. So the configuration is nothing but like in the master data, metal master record. Sorry, in the vendor master record. If you go to vendor master record, the vendor master record, we have that one checkbox. Okay. If you have here, there is a check double invoice. Okay. So this is the one important. So the system, if you selected this flag, okay, the system will not post the double invoice. So what are the parameters it will check? It will check the parameter like vendor, currency, company code, okay, amount and the reference document number, invoice date. Because from the same vendor and the same gross amount also will get sometime maybe if it is repeated order. So there might be the same vendor, same company code, same currency, same value also it will come. But the document number will be different and the invoice date will be different. Even invoice date will be the same, but always reference document number will be different. The invoice number, right? RG, PO number or reference number, something will be different, right? So these are the checkings in the double invoice check. Okay. So that configuration also it will be there in the here only. Okay. So it will check that duplicate invoice check.
Can you please display the parameter one more time if it is okay?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. Check duplicate invoices. Okay, so it is there here. Okay, set up check the duplicate invoice. I'll show you here. Okay, it is there in the wait just a minute. Okay, here the parameters will be right. Company code, okay, reference and invoice date here. Okay, company code, reference, invoice date. Okay, so the company code will be the common, right? It is company code anyway. It will be checked. One thing, but okay, if it is different company code, then it will be you need to be select this one. Okay, if it is a different company code, the system need to be validate whether it is same company code or different company code. Okay, check reference number. Okay, so if whatever the reference number you enter in the invoice, if it is the same or it is different. Again, date. Did you posted today already the same information which is matching? Okay, so you need to be select that at your company code level what needs to be checked. Okay, so if suppose you selected only company code, if you selected only company code, then what will be happen whenever it is the same values or same reference number, all it is capturing, the system will check that. Okay, if it is company code matching, then it will be give that. Okay, it will be throwing the error like it is duplicate invoice. Okay, so the parameters whatever it is needed, you can select here. Based on that, okay, the system will be validated. Okay, so if you want to be clear here, you can click on F1 here. Okay, you can see that clearly vendor is common, right? That system will check vendor and currency also will be checked, and company code and amount, total amount, gross amount of invoice, and reference document number and invoice date. So in this what are the controls we have? You can control based on these three parameters. Okay, if you these three parameters it is required. What are the parameters? It is company code, reference, invoice date. You have the options like whether you want to be check invoice date or not. So the same date it is posting with a different date. Okay, whether you want to be allowed or not. Okay, so here in this case, invoice document date plus reference plus company code. These three you have the option you want to be considered or you don't want to be considered. Okay, but other it is mandatory.
Okay.
Other it is mandatory. Vendor currency gross amount it will be defaultly checked, but other factors company code and reference document number invoice document whether you selected here not selected based on that it will work.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, clear? So this is a duplicate invoice. Okay, so here it is like a duplicate invoice in the configuration level, and here it is like a double invoice check. So both are it is same. There is no change. Okay, clear?
Okay. Got it.
Okay, and one more thing here, you can you have the payment block here. Okay, so even if there is no price difference or if there is no quantity difference, if you still want to be block this payment from this vendor, you can put here the vendor master record. Okay, whatever the invoices which is created for this vendor, it must be blocked for the payment. Then we have to be released. So in that case, you can go manually block also.
So although tolerance limit is set, although it is falls under the tolerance limit, but if we set a block indicator in the vendor master record, then
It definitely go
no
to block. Yeah,
invoice will be processed.
it will be blocked. Always it will be blocked. Whatever the
Okay.
invoices which will be posted for this vendor in this company code, always it will be go in a block.
Okay.
Okay, clear? And here it is company code. So accounting information, company code level, whatever it is there, vendor master record, all it will be maintained by finance team. They will take care about that. Okay, because house banking details and alternative pay, okay, payment methods, okay, and it will be like sometimes it will be like bank details also it will be there. If you see that, okay, so which account should be posted, and again there are some parameters which will be posted to accounting level. So all it will be maintained by finance team. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
And okay, you can see payment transactions also here. So the bank details also. Okay, bank key, bank account, who is the account holder, and where is the values. That also they can maintain here. Okay, and in the controlling data tab, they will be maintaining that tax information, which is the VAT registration number if you have VAT registration number. Okay, tax number if they have tax number. Okay, so if anything which is there, that will be maintained here. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
I have one more doubt, sir, in
Yeah.
this.
Mhm.
What is meant by path invoice, sir?
Okay, so I think we already discussed the park invoice. I'll tell you what is the park invoice. So Yogesh, you are aware? Did you remember that park invoice which we
Yes,
discussed?
I know that path invoice is to use for hold and block.
Hmm.
That's it, sir.
No, no. Oh, okay. Can you repeat? What is it?
To hold and block the invoice,
Mm-hmm.
there will be used as a path invoice.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Uh,
Okay.
that's all I know, but detail I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. Okay. I'll show you one example here. Okay. If I'm trying to post something which is okay, let me try because it's a PO is already processed, right? So maybe we will not get anything here. Okay. So I'll do one thing. So I reverse that one. Okay. So then I will create one more time. Okay. Now I'll be go for one line item. Okay. Now, so I entered all the details. Okay. I entered all the details. Now we just entered all the details and what are the invoice details which we received from the vendor? All details we entered. Okay. Now what will be happen? I'll just enter all the detail. Okay. Now I can post this one. Okay. I can post this one, but I will not post this one because I'm the user. Okay. I'm the supervisor or I'm the subordinate. I don't have option to post this one. So what I can do? I can do only parking. Okay. So I can put this one in the park. So there is a transaction code separately MAR7. Here I can park this one. Okay. Clear? So then
Okay, sir.
after I'll go to MAR7. Okay. Okay. This is also same transaction code. Okay. It looks like the same, but it will be go to park. Okay. I'll just enter only one here, and I'll be go for VA. Okay. Then I'll select this one and enter here. Okay. Now, do you want to be complete this one or you want to be park? Okay. If you want to be park this one, you can save park document. Okay. So I just park this one. And what will be happen if I go to display here? Okay. This document, if I go to display, it will show you that the change parked invoice document. So still it is not posted. It's not cleared. Okay. So what will be happen? The next time whoever they're coming, okay, whoever they're coming, they can go in the my R7 and they can go and save as a completed. So they can check that all the values and they will be it's okay, everything it is fine and there is no change in the other things. Okay, then okay. So document verified. Okay, then I will be save as completed or posted. Okay, clear?
Okay, sir. Sir, if అంటే మనం ఒక ఇన్వాయిస్ ని పార్క్ ఇన్వాయిస్ లో పెట్టినప్పుడు అది వచ్చి కన్సర్న్ టీమ్ కి అదే కన్సర్న్ పర్సన్ కి వెళ్తుంది, అతను రిలీజ్ చేస్తాడు.
కరెక్ట్ కరెక్ట్
అంటే
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ
మనకి
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ
యాక్సెస్ లేనప్పుడు.
యా
అంతే
సో
కదా సార్?
subordinate ఉంటారు. So there will be a subordinate, okay, and a superior. Okay, so or it may be finance FI manager, okay, or CFO. Okay, so what will be happen? Okay, so if I have the access to the create the invoice, okay, if I have to create the invoice, I have the access. Okay, what I can do, I will just park the invoice. Okay, but I will not post because I don't have access. Then whoever they have the access, they can go this invoice and they will be posted. They will verify and they will post it. Okay,
ఓకే సార్.
so because suppose today 100 vendors they send to 100 invoices. Okay, 100 invoices they send. Now if I given to a CFO, boss, you need to be entered all these details in the invoice and check each and every point and validate and post that, then how long it will be take for 100 invoices? It will be take long time, right? So what they will do? So instead of wasting their time, they will give to subordinate. Subordinate, what they will do? They don't know what is happening. They will enter what actually we received invoices, that they will enter into system. Later, the CFO, they will check that, okay, if it is price matching and the PO price matching and GR quantity which is matching, then they will be post the document. Okay.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay, and there is one more which is the whole document. Okay, so if you see that whole document, okay, whole document is different, park is different. What is the difference between a whole and park?
Parking means when we don't have any access to for the invoice, it will go to other like team lead like that, and they will be create the invoice. I mean, uh, they will give the access for the
Okay, what is the whole?
hold means if we have any like any issues like pricing or any other details missing, we can keep this invoice in hold to get other details, complete details like that.
Okay, okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, it is almost the same. Okay, so park is nothing but like even if we don't have any error, okay, we can park the invoice. Okay, But okay, if we have the error, then we cannot park. Okay, but if hold means okay, if we get the error also, okay, still I can hold the invoice. Okay, then later I can correct this error and I can post that. Okay, so whole document will be, if it is error also I can post. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if suppose I'm just creating one more thing, which is like we'll try. Okay, so I will just putting that something which is like okay, so okay, I'll just do one thing. Okay, I'll just select this one. I'll simply entering that. I know that tax information is wrong at line item. Now still it is like going to error because I cannot post. I cannot able to post because the tax code which is item level is wrong. Okay. Now what I can do? I can put a hold. Okay. So this invoice is whole document. Okay. So then what will be happen? Okay, it will show you that it is a whole document, it is not posted. Okay, it is a whole document. So next time when you processing, okay, if you corrected this tax code and everything, okay, then you can process that and you can post to the invoice, actual invoice. But until it is a only hold, still it is in hold, it is not posted. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so any questions here?
So in hold invoice, the document number will be generated.
Document number will be generated because
Okay.
okay, the reference you need, right? So why?
Mhm.
Because if I enter 20 items, suddenly last item, if I'm getting error, if I just want to skip that and I'm going back and checking that every time, if I need to check all the items, then it is a problem, right? Because I need to
Okay.
enter again, so it will be take long time, right? So because of
Okay.
that, I can hold and I can correct that and I can come and I can post. Clear?
Okay. I have one more question.
Yeah.
What if my Miro document is incomplete? Then, as a user or as a consultant, what should I, ask, where should I ask user to put this invoice? Will it come under part invoice? Will it come under
No,
hold
come again.
invoice?
Come again. Sorry.
So I'm the consultant, okay? I
Okay.
have to, suggest, I have to give this to give some solution to the user, where
Okay.
user is asking me,
Uh-huh.
he is creating a Miro document, and at the time of Miro document creation, let's say suppose some of the information he doesn't have.
Uh-huh.
So what should I recommend him? Should I
No,
recommend
no. It's
to?
that's what, right? So, there is a two cases, right? If we are doing the production support, okay,
Mhm.
production support again, you have only display access. Okay, you don't have to operate the posting the invoice and hold the invoice and PO creation. You don't have access. Okay, so there is only FFID access. Okay, if you still have the access FFID, you want to be post that invoice. Okay, so what they're requesting, based on that you can proceed that. Okay,
No,
because
no, 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 no. That is not the question. No, for example, my invoice is incomplete. Okay,
uh
let's say suppose some of the details are pending. I
uh
still have not received some of the details from
uh
the higher authority. Okay.
okay, okay.
Then should I put this invoice under part invoice or the whole
No, still you
invoice?
didn't receive, right? Still you didn't receive, right? How you can park? You can put in a hold only.
Okay.
It is that's what, right? I'm saying if we don't have any error, then you can park. Okay, if you have the error, then you can put it on hold and you can correct it and you can post.
No,
Okay.
it is not about error. It is about simply missing some.
Incompleteness, right? Incompleteness, right? I'm talking about
Yeah.
error or incompleteness.
Okay.
Okay, what do you mean by error? It is like incompleteness. You don't have that details. Still, you don't have details. You are searching for that details.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
Yeah. So in that case, okay, here I don't want to put here. Here I just need to put here. Okay. So error or it may be incompleteness. Okay. Then so what do you mean by here? So hold means even it is a success or it is a failure, you can put it on hold if you want to put on hold. But park, it is only possible when it is successful. All the details. Okay.
Okay.
Clear? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is one. Okay. And you can see in the side the history of this, whatever it is posted and all this. Okay. And again, this will be updated. You can see here. You can see that the document number and date when it is posted and amount how it is posted. Again, in the purchase order also you can see the history. Okay. So in the table level, if you want, here if you can see that the purchase order history. Okay. When it is cancelled or it is processed or whatever it may be, it will be displayed here. Okay. Okay. Now, so if you can see that parked invoice also it is there. Okay. Now, if you suppose if you want to see in the table level, okay. So there is a table like RBKP. Okay, this is an invoice header level. Okay, and RSEG, it is a item level. Okay, why I'm explaining table names. Okay, so at initial only if you know about that. Okay, when you practicing that, you can see in the tabular. Tomorrow, in interview point of view, if they're asking about the table names and all, it is very easy. Okay, at last stage, it is very difficult to study the tables, all the tables. Okay, so RBKP and RSEG. Okay, and if I want to see that accounting finance well, so then it is BKPF and BSEP. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if it is a GR level, goods received or goods issue, transfer posting, all material documents level, it is MKPF is a header level and MSEC is the item level. Okay, okay, clear?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
if you want to see the stock at a store location level, okay, you can see the stock here also. If I generated this one in MARD table level, you can see the stock, unrestricted stock, how much is stock in transfer, quality inspection stock, restricted block stock, all you can see. Okay, and if you want to see historical, okay, for that old past periods, okay, current period it will display. Okay, if you want to see that historical, then you can click on MARDH. Okay, it is history. So here you can see that, okay, each material, okay, if it is different periods have the different stock that you can see. Okay, if you see that, suppose let's see 19 is there. Okay, what will be happen at 19, which is the um, there are different periods which is updated stock. Okay, so there might be goods issue. So 10th period the stock it is, then 9th period there's 0, 12th period 0, 4th period 0, 9th period 0. Okay, so like clear.
Sir,
Okay.
for purchasing, we can check for OM H7.
Hmm? Sorry,
OM H7 is
OMH7, what is that number is
purchase request and like quotations to check.
no whatever it is started all it is configuration.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so if it is a OX10, then it will be the enterprise structure, plans related. Okay, if it is OX09, that is again it is a purchase organization. So all it should be like okay, plant and it is all configuration. Whatever it is started with O, it is configuration majorly. Okay,
I have a question.
yeah, yes.
So MARDH is basically uh, historical stock data period wise. Do we have any report for
No,
stock data uh, for
no,
each date or like that?
no, date wise we don't have.
Okay.
Okay, but you can see in the what you can see overall. Okay, warehouse stock, you can see the warehouse stock. Suppose let's say I'm going with this one, but it will not be display historical, it will be display current stock. Okay,
Okay.
or what is the current stock is there. This is MB52, but there is a one more which is like MB5B. Okay, so it is a based on the selection. Okay, if you suppose last month it is there, so January 1st I need to see. Suppose let's say on January 1st, what is the
Okay.
opening stock and what is the closing stock? Okay. So if I go to 31st here, January. So for this period, one and what is the opening period and closing period, you can see here. Okay. So there is no posting. So opening period it is 1007, closing is 10. So there is nothing happen. Goods issue, goods receipt, nothing happen. Okay. If
Okay.
suppose I'm taking now for the this month. Okay. Let's say 04. Okay. And again 30th 04. Okay. Then I will be execute. Then I can see that. Okay. Receipts we have 600. Goods issue which is 0. So opening balance for this current month is 1507. Okay, 1507, then it is closing as 2107. That means 600 you received. Okay,
Okay.
so opening balance and closing balance of the current month you can see where the period, whatever you enter, maybe 1 year, 2 years, whatever it may be, you can enter. Okay, but other than that, if you want to see that day by day, it is not possible. Okay, so but you can see like postings when it is happening the posting. If suppose this is the vendor and this is the one material. So if you enter this one, so when you got the stock and what date you got the stock, when you got and when it is received, when is the issue, all this we can see. Okay.
Okay.
If I remove this one, so I'll get more details. I'll show you. Okay, so you can see 1000 only one stock is there. Okay, I'll remove this one also. Let's see how many we got. Okay, now if you see that with moment type 101 I received 500, again 101 moment type 100, now again 101 500, again 301 which is 7. What is the 301? Plan to plan transfer. So it is coming from other plan to this plan. Okay, so from 1000 to 1100. If I go to 1000, if I go to 1000 here, I can see goods issue because transfer stock transfer which is there. So whatever red color it is there, all it is goods issue. Whatever it is plus mark are there, it is all receipts. Okay, so you can take it up like this one and you can download from here. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the report. We can see that the moment type wise. So that's why, so every consultant, the moment types are very important. Okay, you need to remember the moment types. Clear? Any questions here?
No.
Okay, from invoice point of view, if you want to see the report, there is a MR5, MIR5. So where you can see the display of the list of invoice. Okay, and MIR4, which is for the single document display. Okay, MIR5 and MIR4. Clear? And MIR7 is the park invoice. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you can see in the side also where what are the health documents are there, what are the park invoice are there, what are documents which is complete. All we can see here left side.
Sir, MIR6 is also used for parking bus, sir. Only 7.
No, MIR6 we are not using, MIR7 only. MIRO or MIR7. Okay, these are only invoice overview only. MIR5, MIR4, MIR6, all it is the same. Okay,
Okay.
and MR8M is a cancellation. Okay, and MRBR is a invoice release. Okay, then MRKO is we'll discuss later. This is consignment pipeline settlements. Okay, there's others also there. MRIS. Okay, invoice settlement. There are some of the transaction codes are there. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll discuss when the process is coming. Okay. So any other questions then? Okay. If there is no questions, then we can close that. Okay.